Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Thursday, number 18 day for this month of May 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, Mr. No Connie, Ambazonian FBI. I don't come again once more with our daily podcast, a program where it bring una the truth, it bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work for this journey to our freedom. People them from Ambazonia will get a lot today for update our people them. And I go on for start this one particularly for those of our people the way they live for inside La Republic. And maybe a very big education for rally our people them. We don't always know so we face a genocide, possibly genocide, even the attack of our people them inside Yaoundé and Douala. Not only this, it be a fear. The Cameroon government, it be done marked the house them and quarter them way the so-called Anglophone them plenty for day. We only get messages now from Jangi groups them. When I know it means if Jangi group them come out for contact an Ambazonian personality, that means say things that don't reach them for their neck. We don't be notified. Say people themselves where they don't stay for Douala and for Yaoundé for over 20 years. Where they don't buy plot for land long ago. Those people them, family them, for those land owners and where they be selling for Ambazonian them or the so-called Anglophones. The family heads, they don't begin come back for those lands them. They talk say that land them belong to them. Now it been a tribal land. Some of the people they don't pay huge sum of money again. That means they pay for that land double. I mean, old land the way they be done sell them about 20 years ago. So nothing where the ongoing and we call on our people them for be able to mobilize themselves for be protest. Do not die in silence. For every place and where these things that happen, make all Ambazonian them where they live for them, meet and congregate themselves, be able for protest, make the international community know exactly which way it happen. Because within La Republic, that is the only thing that can save you. Public shame and public awareness of which way it happen. And back to Ambazonia across the Mongo. For inside Mbengwi, La République du Cameroon, their colonial mayor, unelected official, and their colonial DO, yesterday they done call on all community schools and all schools in that area, say me then come out for prepare with their sport attire for march on Friday as a way for preempt the celebration for 20th May, a band day for inside Ambazonia. They done begin to prepare already. They done also call all traditional rulers them and all quarter head them for warn them. Say any man will not drive picking them for house me they can participate for 20th May. They go arrest you. I want to let our people they know say that order and intimidation it be illegal even under the colonial constitution. Make no man in no fear. Now when I right for call in sick or for boycott completely this activity them and make our people they know say any teacher we participate for 20th May, in particularly teacher, when I get the identity and a village for place where come out, this time we're going to send the information for defaulters, for the relevant forces, the way they follow up. Because last year, we to discover and I say, even when you get the identity of enablers and collaborators, most often the people them, the Ambazonian youths, the Ambazonian vigilante and forces them in those areas don't actually know those people because they come from outside. So make sure so we identify the individual the way they be involved and those one the way they go send their picking them for the me then go for this 20th May so that they go face repercussion. I dey beg all una for Ambazonia, no matter how you see how place them day, no come out for outside for 20th May. When I remember say for the so-called Mount Cameroon race, La Republic be flop up place with their terrorists ekelebe them. But wait till it still happen. No go put yourself in the middle of two fighting forces because Ambazonian forces will target everywhere that you find a Cameroon military personnel. A word to a wise is sufficient. Still for Mbengwi, as we be done tell una say when them bring these terrorists them, Jinda Lawrence from Nkambe, it go come with all the curse, all the dehumanization for target our innocent civilians them illegally. It don't put message for instance Mbengwi say any ID card, any Cameroon colonial document where they go make them for inside Mbengwi, they go make them only for Monday. This law, them it be illegal. It violates all constitutional rights them for inside la Republic. So if they are official, they come for use illegal laws. Now for sure, na say na criminals them. These are people who are terrorists. And our people in Mbengwi should do everything humanly possible to take out this threat posed by this Njinda Lawrence guy where they don't say for them, he can punish our people them. For the most part, we know say all la Republic, the administrator, then they don't run from Mbengwi. Except since the day where they be posted for day, it be just come for they go back. So whatever this terrorist chief do now for instigate our people, for provoke them, for threaten them, me then live under terror and fear. And for also give legitimacy for the Cameroon terrorist military them. Me then worker they commit atrocity, they target our innocent civilian them. Because if the colonial geo, it treat the people them with lawlessness, then imagine the signal way it give for the terrorism. This man an imminent threat we will need for deal with them. Make any person way if he do something, make it come up for see how we go handle this situation. No feel say this Njinda man he go only with Ambazonian fighter them. Now lie, they always target our population because na easy target for them. Fellow Ambazonians, I go send this message for our soldiers them, all Ambazonian fighters. Every time if you do something wrong, and then people they advise you not change. Just like how a Samson every day way if he kill 1,000 enemy forces them for one day, even with bone for cow ear. Make una know say when they advise una, they influence una for do the right thing. If some person they for back, it push una, make una do the wrong thing for show power, for show strength. That man not like una because tomorrow when something go come, that man no go first day for una corner for protect una. Aran can talk as aran push am for una for back. Say the community school teacher the way they don't catch them, couple them for Yellow, for inside Ambazonia, make them release them. You know if you catch teacher way now you don't authorize that school make it go, and that school don't come march for 1st of October. That school would not cajou them. They don't identify themselves with Ambazonia. They do everything right. You know if you catch they couple them, parents them, then beat them for the way they don't beat them, go hold them. For our legendary camp for Yelum, the mother base for Yelum, the camp for General Hassan, the man where he be the worker from community to community for build Ambazonian liberated area structures. Make man spoil a legacy. Make they release the parents them when a teacher the way they don't catch them, put them for Yelum camp. Because the story it go it the boy. Now community school teacher them. No place no day for Ambazonia where this Cameroon common entrance exam be take place. This common entrance exam as around tell now just a foreign exam. People they write British exam for inside Ambazonia all over the world. So long as it be conducted by our own people them. It shows that now we Ambazonian they see control the process. So I go appeal again with my brother and my very good friend General Kumbu, where he did for me like my own son. And I go continue for appeal for them for back. It can be unreachable for this period, but I don't send enough messages them, and I want to inform our soldiers. They say do the right thing. When they advise you every time, me some man for back, you need to push you. Fee say you go show that power because that power where you go show and so for public, man need to show power for your own picking them for house. Man need to can show power now on top of your woman's skin. So we'll release this couple them as soon as possible because it is the right thing to do. Our good people across the globe, I don't get repeated feedback for make a statement again about referendum. They don't get a meeting for America where some Ambazonian fronts them. They push the issue for referendum. And some people they talk say the statement why we make them if been at the time why we deal with the egg of sea. And now the one make already talk my heart concerning this referendum, me they know the truth. Fellow Ambazonians, referendum now the final solution for every conflict. So referendum na a good thing. But now always the last step. You know, if the one enter this thing where they talk say put carriage. You go take the horse, the way you give a drive the carriage, you put another back and then you put the carriage for front. Or this way they call a nyamangu before you cow away for southern Cameroon before. You get the cow where they take and walk farm. Nobody you put the cow now for in front and then you take your tools and where you go to walk the farm now for behind. You don't ever hear some man talk say you go start now thing where it be now for last one. So that people the way they talk say maybe the right thing, they go start talk say the one that they fear referendum, the one that they do now this, the one that they want work with the Republic. All those our ridiculous lie the way that make we look like a laughing stock internationally. Referendum at this stage now a distraction. Any example where they go quote them for you about referendum, it always be now for the last stage after two sides they don't get an understanding and then the other side decides say make them left when I'm gonna go free. So referendum at this stage for even talk about them, it make we look laughable because the referendum na a final solution. Now at the end where they use referendum, maybe at the beginning, and we as a people who calculate our own posture or then put them forth as weak or as questionable it is. If we go to talk, we Ambazonian would demand for referendum, it means they would actually give up our argument. We need for always know the argument what they put and forth because it be important. And the thing is why they talk say we Ambazonian them will do things anyhow and they make people they even confuse which will be and which will they fight for. If we go to talk so one referendum now, it means say in another way, we mean say we don't talk say one internal solution. That means we would want work within the Cameroon constitution for solve the problem. So it means we would go backward for our own argument. And we know if they go backward or forward, we will not address the ramification or the implication the way such demand in Minam. So my statement for referendum na say na a distraction, I believe, by people who have nothing to offer anymore. They have run out of idea and they need that attention. That is my truly belief because Chris Ano in particular who is pushing this thing, I have met him and he have asked this question in front of the various Ambazonian faction to international experts who gave him the same answer. When we were also in Toronto, some Ambazonian fighting groups also posed the question to the CDN. And the head of the CDN, one of the head of the CDN, who is an expert in this subject and who have worked in Bongasville where referendum was conducted, also gave the same advice from practical example. Referendum is the end. It is not something you demand, especially like an oppressed people. It is a distraction. But referendum is a good thing. Nobody can say it's not a good thing. But to be asking for, like struggling to cross a bridge when you have not even reached there, does not even make sense in the first place. So it's something you should ignore or entertain yourself academically to debate about the issue. But referendum is completely irrelevant at this stage of our liberation struggle. And surprise, surprise, just in the middle of my podcast, I've received a phone call from our camp in Yelum. I've been informed that Bismarck's wife have been released, though Bismarck himself is still held in Yelum, and I've appealed that he should be released. There is no reason to arrest and keep somebody for more than 1 day. Even under normal circumstances, people who are arrested in police station, if you are not charging them, you have to release them. You cannot keep our own people who are living in an area you control, who are family people. You cannot do that. Release Bismarck. General Kumbo, I appeal to our hero, General Capo, LG Capo, the man of the people. Do the right thing. It is the right thing to do. Release Bismarck. Let him go home. These are community school teachers. Their place is day and their place is not day now for inside detention. Make the release today. No be tomorrow. Today. No be tomorrow. God bless you all. Capo Daniel looking out for you and signing off.